So the second tool in our playbook is to send really personal, cold emails to these contacts that we get. Uh, they should look as if you went into Gmail and personally emailed the person with your offering. It shouldn't have pictures. It shouldn't have HTML. It shouldn't have buttons. It should look as if you sat at your computer, you sat at your keyboard, and personally messaged them saying, "Hey, could you please, yeah, here is an offering." It should look like a direct personal email that you spent your time on. And this is where it gets a little bit interesting. So there are a number of tools to do this, and we do it through Freshsales. Where I suppose an interesting thing, sorry, I bumped that by mistake, is this is where we actually made our first mistake as well. So we've got our 500 companies, we got our emails from Lead IQ and Clearbit, we've got our free product, and we said, hey, everyone, we sent out this personal email here. Hope everybody can see it. I can send these after as well. Is saying, hey, we've got this free Slack product. It's really good. We're going to give you a heads up whenever there's a new review. Click here to set it up. And it was amazing. People did. Our conversion rate was over 25%, possibly even 25% of people clicking through and signing up. So what is the mistake we made is we were then in this limbo where we had 500 people who we didn't know convert to, say, 100 people using this free product. But then we had to lead nurture those 100 people onto our other product or somehow get them onto a phone call. And there's obviously going to be conversion drop off there. There's going to be, they're already set up. There's no reason to talk. It was this weird, we've then got to try and book in a call over the next 2 weeks, but they're already kind of using it. It was this bizarre limbo. But what it was successful, so that was quite a funny mistake that we made. Where it was successful though, is we did validate that our list was good. Our email provider was doing a stellar job getting us relevant contacts. And people did like our hook, whether, again, if it's a free product, if it's consulting, if it's whatever your hook is. So that was cool. So what we changed it to is we changed the premise from click here to set it up to it only takes 2 minutes to set up on a phone call together. When would be a convenient time for you? That was what we amended it to, and that performed similarly well to get people onto those calls. The only thing I would just say before we get on to the next section, anybody is welcome to, if they're say want to try this out and they want to maybe bounce a couple of cold email drafts off me, you're welcome to email me. I just showed you how to get my email address. If you have some drafts, you're welcome to send them over, and I'm happy to provide any feedback based on our experience doing this. So yeah, that was the first mistake we made and how we changed it. The call itself, this is really important. This is not a bait and switch. This is not a, hey, we've got this free product. When you get these people on this call, don't go, oh yeah, cool, we got the free product. What we're going to talk about first is our main offering, our paid offering, or can I send you a quote for that? It's not that. It's the opposite of that. The call starts. Hey, it's Patrick. Thanks so much for meeting today. I appreciate my email was quite brief. It's a very quick product to set up. Why don't I just recap exactly how the product works before we set it up to make sure you're okay with everything? Then I'll talk you through the setup, provide a 1 or 2 minute explanation, answer any questions they have, then get the customer to share their screen with you and talk them through the setup process, which, as I mentioned before, you should make seamless. This shouldn't be, your free product shouldn't involve importing a CSV or anything. It should be really clean and easy to set up. And then be very transparent with the customer and say, okay, that's great. Thank you so much. You've got that free for life. Like that's a free product we offer. If you have any questions, you've got my personal email, my phone number's in my signature. Anything you need, let me know. And this should only be realistically 3 or 4 minutes into your call. And normally you'd block out, send a calendar invite for 15 minutes or 30 minutes. So where the call transitions is to then go, hey, look, so as I mentioned, you've got that free forever. Please let us know any feedback. We'd love to hear from you. And then say, hey, while we're here, we have another product that's relevant to companies like you that helps get you more reviews online, or whatever your product does. Do you mind if I spend a couple of minutes telling you a little bit about that? We've never had anybody say no. You know, we've said we're going to offer something for free that's of value to them. They've expressed interest. We've helped them set it up. They're now done. We've never had it. You've built so much credibility by that point. We've never had anybody. We've never had anybody say no to that. And even if somebody said no, it wouldn't be the end of the world. You just keep going with it. But that was key for us. Definitely not a bait and switch. Don't do that.